How's it going, game? It's your boy JURSTIN with the 7 at the end because we about to go in on this brand new video today. Something completely different. Something I haven't done in a long time. Just talking. Me, the camera. We're going to be talking about Nintendo. Alright, tomorrow is April 2nd. It is going to be the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal. We're going to get the release date. We're going to get all the specs. We're going to get launch titles. We're probably going to get titles that are going to be coming for the holidays. It's said that they're gonna do like different batches. Rumored release dates June. Then that's gonna be the launch titles, and then probably some fall games, and then the holiday games. Those are rumored 3 launch sequences for the Switch 2. But the only thing I'm waiting for is Legend ZA. Comes out holidays, either gonna be October or November. So I'm just gonna go ahead and run through some predictions for tomorrow. Okay, so it's been a while since me and Devin ran the podcast, and that was kind of our main niche, was like video game stuff. We did talk about anime, some sports, our life, stuff like that. But as for like the video game stuff, I've really kind of always wanted to be like a video game journalist in a sense, whether it's like dealing with videos, like video journalism, bringing news, covering games, stuff like that, or if it was even like for writing, like doing write-ups for like websites and stuff. It's always interested me. That's why when I launched the podcast, that's kind of what I was leaning towards. I know Devin kind of saw it more of us buddies just shooting the shit, which was totally fine. I still enjoyed the time we had with the podcast. Possibility that it will come back one day, maybe not with Devin, but maybe a couple of other buddies or buddy or whatever. Kind of a sit-in, like a lot of different friends doing sit-ins, and Devin will come back and stuff like that. I haven't really talked to him much about it, but I do plan on relaunching it eventually. But anyways, we're going to get into my predictions, what is already stated about the Switch 2, and Pokemon Legends ZA, which we just got a new trailer this past week from the Nintendo Direct. We had a new trailer, or the full reveal trailer, gameplay trailer, last month. So we've had 2 Legends ZA trailers here, and a lot of people are shitting on it, and I don't blame them. But what everyone's kind of just realizing is that this Pokemon Legends ZA is made for the Switch 1, so the graphics are gonna look exactly the way Scarlet and Violet did, Sword and Shield did. Even though both those games looked really different, I feel like they had a lot of pros and they had a lot of cons. But as you can see from both trailers, Pokemon Legends ZA, the buildings are just, copy paste with the windows. A lot of the polygons are clipping. A lot of textures don't look rendered in. Obviously, this is not final gameplay, but when you're looking at it, it's like this doesn't look any better than the game before or the game before that. But me coming in as a Pokemon fan, I see it as just a new game to play. I like collecting. I like shiny hunting. I like beating the story. That's just my preference for Pokemon games. And looking at this new Legends, a new title in the Legends series, basically. It looks like a good upgrade, kind of. If you're talking about it being a sequel to Legends Arceus. Now, Legends Arceus, probably one of my favorite games on the Switch. I guess towards the end of that game, you kind of really never had to throw out your Pokemon. You could just run up to random Pokemon, whether you're shiny hunting, whether you're at a higher level in the map. You could just hit them with those the mud shit. I don't even remember what it was called. You would hit them with the mud. You'll kind of hit them in a daze. hit him with the heavy ball, and I mean, it was like a 90% catch rate with doing something like that. I know that's kind of lazy and quick because you don't have to battle the Pokemon, but my main goal was setting up for not setting up. It was just set on catching everything. I wanted to catch everything. Pokemon Legends Arceus, you did not have to go online and trade with friends or do some crazy trade to evolve anybody. You could catch everybody on the game, evolve everybody in the game, and that was just one of my favorite things you could possibly do. Fully completing the Pokédex in one game, didn't have to do anything. Okay, so my opinion on Pokemon Legends EA, it looks fine. It looks fine. I'm not saying it looks bad. I'm not saying it looks amazing. I'm saying it looks like another game from Pokemon that I'm gonna play for hours. I'm not gonna say I have any complaints as of now because I don't have the game in my hand. There's so many people that are complaining about so many different things. Look, I don't care. I really don't care. I need to play the game. I need to have it in my hands. Even if the story is bad, if the replayability of it is good, then that's kind of what I want. That's what I want in a Pokemon game, and I want not necessarily a good way to shiny hunt, but maybe some type of gimmick or feature to help shiny hunters. If it's not just the shiny charm, I mean the shiny charm, you collect everybody in the Pokédex, you get the shiny charm. That's totally fine with me. I'll definitely do that. But as for the main kind of, I don't want to say plot of the story because we obviously don't know the full plot of the story, but as that ranking system that they announced, it makes total sense. The game's called Legend ZA, Z-A, because when you start off, you're rank Z, and you got to beat everybody. You got to get your points. You got to level up. You got to do your battles. What is it called? A level up battle or something like that to go to the next rank. So the Z, Y, X. It'll go backwards all the way to A. Once you reach A, you're the top tier. And in the trailer, they're saying you get a wish granted. My friend said Celebi grants wishes. Is Celebi gonna be in the game? Who knows? We're getting a whole bunch of new megas, supposedly. There's so many leaks on this game. I'm looking at the leaks, but I'm not necessarily saying that that's gonna happen, even though they are valid leakers and they have leaked so many things before. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna believe it until I see it on the game. As for the release date, we know it's gonna be the holidays, October or November. Switch 2 is gonna be June release. I want to be playing this game on the Switch 2. I don't care if it's gonna enhance the graphics or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I need to be playing this game on the Switch 2 because I don't want what happened with Scarlet and Violet, with the chugging, with the if you play for a good amount of time, you have to save and you got to turn your system off, restart your system. That was horrible. I don't understand how that happened. It was bad. It was just so bad. The chugging was horrible. Obviously, the clipping and the glitch, man, it just looks so. Oh my god! I'm just thinking of those Sunfloras running. It was so bad. But, anyways, moving on to tomorrow, the event tomorrow. Obviously, you're gonna get a loads of information about the Switch 2 tomorrow. It's an hour direct. Probably not talking about the Switch 2, obviously, the whole time. It's gonna be games, launch titles, stuff like that. But I do believe we're gonna get another Pokemon trailer tomorrow. And here's why. The first trailer, gave us a little bit of information, showed a little bit of gameplay, and it showed us one little Zygarde cell on the rooftop. That's what we saw, right? Last week, our new one, we got the whole ranking system reveal. The nighttime drops, the wild areas turn into training battle royale areas. The ranking system, and then we saw the dog 10% Zygarde form. Now there's more forms to Zygarde. plus the rumored mega form. So, are we gonna see 2 more extra trailers? Are we gonna see the is the dog 10% and the guy the next form 50 and then the next one 100? Is that how that goes? I don't remember. But there's still 2 more forms plus the rumored mega. So it's possible that we get every time they drop a new trailer, they're gonna reveal a newer form of Zygarde. We all know Zygarde. We all know his forms. And then the last final trailer, maybe they'll reveal the Zygarde, the Mega Zygarde, which that trailer is not gonna be shown. The last trailer of this game is probably gonna be shown in October, maybe September, something like that, right before the release date. But I can still see us with like at least 2 more trailers before that. Maybe 1 more trailer. It just depends. Maybe they go to the next trailer is going to be 100%, and then the last trailer is going to be the Mega Zygarde. Those are my predictions. Hopefully we get that trailer tomorrow. And it doesn't even have to be like that much of new information. It could be a different form of this type of trailer, the newest type of trailer. Reveal maybe just a little bit more information. Maybe something small. Maybe reveal a new Mega, something like that. And then show that 50% or that 100% Zygarde. That's going to be my prediction for the Pokemon trailer, if one is shown tomorrow. As for the Switch 2, we're going to be talking about the Switch 2. What is already known? What's known about the Switch 2? All right, we know it's not a slide-on Joy-Cons. It looks like it's just going to be probably a magnet, and there's like a little chip to be inserted with the little Joy-Con. We don't even know if they're going to be called Joy-Cons. Whatever they are. We know that it's going to be a slap-in. We know that the new Joy-Con 2.0, maybe, I don't know, Joy-Con 2s, who knows? We know they're going to be able to be just like the regular Switch 1. You can use them because we saw the bumpers already. You can use them by themselves. We know that. And then we know that there is going to be backwards compatible. You can play the new Switch games, the old Switch games. We have the kickstand. We saw an SD slot for an SD card, and we saw ports on top of the Switch 2. That's something that's kind of weird. We don't know what the hell's going on with that. You know, usually it gets plugged in on the bottom so you can charge it. Also, we saw an audio jack, USB-C, from what it looks like, on the top. Why is there a USB-C on the top of this? That can go into speculation. But we also know that there's going to be an extra button underneath the home button. What is that? The leak shows that it's a C button. Obviously not the C button that was in the GameCube controllers. It's going to be a new C button. A lot of rumors going on about what that could be. We also heard that the right joystick is going to have IR controls to make it maybe be a type of mouse of some sort. Does that button have anything to correlate with the mouse feature or whatever type of feature that is going to be? We do have that virtual game card that got announced. We know that's going to be talked about. I think that's pretty much it for what we for sure will see with the Switch 2 tomorrow, and no information, or excuse me, what we know for sure about the Switch 2. Okay, now for my speculations on the Switch 2. First off, it's gonna get a power enhance. It's gonna get an upgrade. It ate a mushroom. It's gonna get bigger. We obviously know it's gonna get bigger. But the power, the raw power of the internals, it needs to be better. It needs to be stronger. It needs to be faster. Everything you could possibly upgrade from the Switch 1. You need that to be done with this new Switch. Now, is it gonna be 4K? That's highly unlikely in my opinion, but I would not put it past Nintendo for them to actually like break that out and do it. You know, it's still a possibility. It's still a slim possibility. It could be 4K, 30 frames in the dock, 1080, 60 frames in your hands. It's completely possible. It is completely possible, but I don't see likely. I could see a 1080, 60 frames in hand in the dock. That's what I'm believing. Second off, the Joy-Cons. Are we gonna get different color Joy-Cons? Who knows? It probably would look funny with the black Switch because I don't think there's gonna be multiple SKUs for this. I think there's only gonna be one SKU you can buy, just the Switch. Maybe there might be a different SKU, but it's gonna have like a game with it. Mario Kart 9, who knows? We don't know yet. We'll find out tomorrow. But I think the Joy-Cons don't look good. Not as the models, I just don't think the color schemes look as easily adapted with the old Switch. You can get any color and you can put it pretty much on any Switch because the majority of the Switches, even the limited edition ones, were black. So you could always just drop in another color Joy-Con. It didn't really matter. It still looked good. This one, it just looks so sleek and like it's supposed to go together. This black, this gunmetal black, it just looks like the Joy-Cons, the Switch, it all needs to be the same color. So different color Joy-Cons tomorrow? I don't believe so. I think it's gonna be one SKU. I think it's gonna be one set of Joy-Cons, and that's it. As of now, maybe by the holidays we get different colors. Maybe we even get a limited edition Switch, Pokemon Legends ZA Switch, a Mario Switch. Those are highly likely for the holidays. But tomorrow, I don't see it. Joy-Cons being any different. As for the USB-C on the top, what the hell is that? I can see Nintendo finally giving in and making the USB-C port to have unlimited amount of accessories. We can do headphones. Obviously, we're going to start off like that, but I'm talking headphones with a mic for online voice chat, which Nintendo hates, but man, these guys need to get out of their damn box, man, and they need to kick it up a notch, and they need to join PlayStation, they need to join Xbox, they need to join PC gaming, and you need to have voice chat. The whole Nintendo app thing with the voice, it's so in the past, it's so outdated. We don't need to do all that. Just make everything integrated into the game. Into the console. So much easier. You don't have to worry about it. Also, other types of accessories. I can't think of anything now, but this is Nintendo. They can come up with the craziest, wildest things. You can add an external screen or I don't know. I don't know. I don't work at Nintendo, obviously, because I would be able to come up with cool shit like that. I hope that USB-C is for accessories. Crazy accessories, weird accessories, things that just Nintendo would come up with. And as for anything else, that's pretty much it. My main thing is that USB-C. I want to see something from left field come as an accessory. Could be like a dual monitor action. You can have it set up at the desk, something like that. Something, I don't know, just something crazy. I do believe we are gonna get a new Pro controller as well tomorrow. Why wouldn't you drop your best controller? Because those Joy-Cons with the little module in the middle, those suck. They're horrible. So the Pro controller, gonna figure out what that damn C button is. I have no speculations on that. I have no idea. C, like, it could mean C. Like, the C could mean something like cast. Can you cast it to your TV? But why would you cast it to your TV? You have the dock. Doesn't make sense. I can't put my finger on it, honestly. I don't know what it's for. None of that. But yeah, like I said, my predictions, it's going to be 1080, 60 frames. It's going to be a little bit stronger. I want that USB-C to have unlimited amount of accessory capabilities, new Pro controller, one SKU, no wacky colors, and that's going to be it. As for launch games, we can move that into wishes. I wish there'd be a new Animal Crossing. I wish there'd be a new Animal Crossing. I wish there'd be a new Smash Bros. Obviously not going to happen. There's been zero rumors about any of those games ever being worked on. There's no reason for them to drop it again. I do believe that it's gonna be either a Mario game, obviously, Mario platformer, I mean, Zelda open world, or remaster, like an Ocarina of Time remaster, or Mario Kart 9. And I'm leaning towards Mario Kart 9. I don't think it's gonna be anything else. I think the launch title is gonna be Mario Kart 9, and I think that's gonna be kind of their heavy hitter. The rest of the show, I believe, is just gonna be, uh, you know, small indie titles to small Nintendo titles, maybe even a side game or like a spin-off of a Mario or a side character, or Zelda or a side character. Don't think it's going to be the huge games that we're thinking of. I do want to say Mario Kart 9 will probably be the launch title, and then like I said earlier in the video, they're having this three part release date. I think in the fall they're gonna release either the Mario platformer or the Zelda open world, and then for the holidays it's gonna be the other one, whichever one it's gonna swap. So, like I said, Zelda open world. Obviously, it's not gonna be like a real open world. I do believe it's gonna be a remaster, and everyone's hoping it's gonna be Ocarina of Time, right? What else would it be? Doesn't make any sense for it to be anything else. But you know, it's Nintendo. Nintendo do whatever the hell they want, and they're gonna stick by it, and it's gonna sell. Nintendo, everything sells with Nintendo. But I think that's it as for my predictions, and yeah, I think that's it. As always, guys, all likes and views are highly appreciated. Thank you guys for watching.